Hey, good evening. Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And I want to look at Bitcoin now. I really started featuring or focusing on this, even in this chart of the day format, back in October when this broke out. Basically, boom, right there, right above 15 bucks. Okay. And you can see it really completed. It's been a pretty wild base, but it really did complete a base, rebounding off the 200-day moving average and moving higher. Now, you should know what this is. If you're buying it, you need to know what you're buying. It's not a stock. It's a trust. It's not an ETF. Grayscale buys Bitcoin, but they're basically selling shares at like a 30% premium. If you're a rich dude who can actually get into the fund, you give them cash or you give them Bitcoin, and in return they give you shares of GBTC. And the shares that they're giving you shares on par with Bitcoin, but the market value of those shares is a 30% premium. I didn't explain it exactly right, but guess what? It's a free video. Figure it out. The bottom line is this is a horrible way for you just to be investing in Bitcoin, at least on paper, because you're buying crap at a 30% premium, and who the heck wants to do that? Well, this is what I would say to that. I'm totally happy buying something at a 30% premium as long as I can sell it also at a 30% premium. I mean, it's like kind of the epitome of buy high, sell higher. What I'm not going to be happy about is if I buy something for a 30% premium and then the bottom drops out and suddenly there's no premium left in the in the vehicle, and now I'm up shit's creek. So I don't really see that happening with Bitcoin, but what we're seeing here is this stock has just kind of continued to go up. It doesn't trade in perfect sync with Bitcoin itself, with the cryptocurrency. It doesn't do that, but generally speaking, they kind of rhyme. Here's the Bitcoin trade price. So, they work pretty well together. And so I still think, I'd mentioned it before when it was at 15. I said, hey, I think it could go to 20. When I said it was at 20, or when I saw it broke through 20, I said, hey, man, I think it can go to 30. So now here we are, and I'll say it. I think it can go to 40. And what's going to happen when it gets to 40? And it will. I'll probably tell you, I think it can go to 50. And the operative term there is think, because then if it doesn't do that, you can't turn around and say, Fitzpatrick, you were wrong. I'll say, I didn't say it would absolutely go. I just said, I think it's going to go. But I do. I think it will. This is literally my biggest position in the stock market right now, and it's not really technically even a stock. Frankly, it's about the only damn thing that seems to be working right now. But keep in mind, you always got to look for the opposite side of the trade. When you're looking at something and saying, well, I think it's going to go to 20. Oh, I think it's going to go to 30. Oh, I think it's going to go to 40. Guess what you're doing? You're building in complacency. You're getting complacent and saying, I've got a sure thing, and I'm so smart for doing this, and I'm going to make all this money. And you start counting your money, like how much money are you going to make in your position if it goes to 40, and then if it goes to 50, and pretty soon, you're shopping for a Lamborghini here. Don't do that. Always know that you've got to trade risk first. Always look and say, okay, if I'm in this trade, what's the maximum amount of money that I can risk? What's the maximum amount of money that I am willing to lose? That's where you start. After you've factored in the loss, after you've factored in the risk, then you can go for the big bucks. But until that time, I do not give you permission to look for any kind of reward. You look for the risk first, okay? By the way, I want to end by sharing with you an email that I got from a member just yesterday. Here's a, spoiler alert. I'm going to show you how great our members are doing, and then I'm going to suggest that you join my team. So if you don't want to hear this, go ahead and click off now, but that's what I'm going to do. Sorry. This is what I got from one of our members. I'd like to humbly say thank you to the entire SMM team. Since becoming an SMM member in mid-2020, my portfolio is up 217%. You can read the rest of it by yourself. I've learned more than I ever imagined. I love being a member, and I'm very excited for 2021. So here's my pitch to you, Mr. Free Chart of the Day listener. I want you a part of the team too. I'm really working my butt off to help people out because I enjoy it. I love trading and I love helping other people trade. And I promise you this, if you take a free 30-day trial, you will end that 30 days a better trader than you are now. Now, you may or may not choose to stick with me, and that's okay. That's your decision. But I want you to try us for 30 days because who knows, you just may like making money. All right, I'll see you next time.